Hey guys, welcome back. Here is episode 9. I just want to start off this one by saying thanks to everyone that has watched my videos and has given me a thumbs up or commented down below. It does really mean a lot to me, and I'm glad you guys are really enjoying what I'm doing. If you don't already subscribe, press subscribe now so you don't miss out on any more of my videos. So a little update of this park. I have actually finished making it now. It's fully completed. It's just a matter of showing you all the process of me getting there now. And yeah, so obviously this video is now on the inverted roller coaster, which I have named the Patriot. Kind of stole that one from Worlds of Fun. They have an invert called Patriot as well. But yeah, this is as I said in the last episode, a B&M inverted coaster, very kind of traditional kind of layout, sort of. And yeah, it's good. I'm going to try and... This one is kind of trial and error for me with the details. I used a blueprint for the catwalks, as you may have saw me do there. I just kind of made it a bit faster for me. And I'm just going to go ahead here and start with the custom supports. I find custom supports really boring to watch, especially in Park Tech. Like, I've watched some people do it in Planet Coaster, and I do find it quite entertaining what people do. But I mean, each coaster I do, the custom supports are very similar in the way that I do them. So I have actually cut a lot of footage out of this video because I don't want to bore you guys too much with the custom supports. But do you like watching custom supports? Or would you rather I kept the footage in, or do you think it's good that I cut some of it out? I just kind of left the main chunks in, especially parts like the drop, and I showed it later on how I did the loop. But yeah, so as I said, the park is finished, and I have actually started another project, which is a SeaWorld park. This is something I've never made before. I don't really have much of an idea how SeaWorld parks go in terms of like the structure of the park. So I've been on Google Maps looking up SeaWorld parks. So yeah, the backstage areas are very different. They have kind of areas where animals can be brought in and things like that. So that's something I'll try and include in that park. As well as having kind of animal enclosures in areas where the guests can see dolphins and that kind of thing. And that is something I've never done. So that should be really fun. Back to this park. I'm just plopping in some paths here just to kind of give me a rough idea of the layout of the park. It's very kind of rough with the pathing, and then I kind of finalize it later on when I go back in with more attractions and see kind of where the path should go. But it's really nice to get a good visual of where the stuff's going to go, and it's always nice to just lay some paths down. So, as the title of this video says, this is the last episode for roughly 2 weeks, and that is because I am going to America. I'm flying from Germany, and I shall be visiting your standard Florida parks, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, Universal, a few Disney parks, as well as I'm going to go and check out the new wooden coaster at Fun Spot, Mind Blower, which should be really cool. And then I'm going to Ohio to go to Cedar Point, and I have never been to Cedar Point, so I'm really excited. I've always wanted to go there since I was a kid, and I just cannot wait. It's going to be great. I'm there for 3-4 days, checking out all those big rides. I've looked at Millennium Force for years online, and now I finally get to ride it, so I'm really excited about that. So that is why there's no episodes, and I think it's a really good excuse. But as soon as I get back from that holiday, I shall post an episode straight away when I've made one, and maybe I can talk about the trip a little bit in my videos if you guys want to hear about that. Just to keep it a bit different, instead of just talking about the park I'm building all the time. I can still talk about the park, but I can also talk about theme parks I've been to. Or if you want to hear about other parks I've been to in Europe, then I'm also happy to talk about those. If you guys have any questions about that, then drop them down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them in the next video. So I'm just doing the mid-course brake run here on the inverted coaster. This is something they have quite often. The smaller ones don't have them as much, like the two Nemesis coasters. But the big ones like Montu, I believe Alpengeist maybe, I'm not actually sure. They have a mid-course brake run. But there's definitely something in there. It just controls the speed of the train, and also allows for a more train operation to happen. I believe. But yeah, I did that. To the brake run area for the staff, to enter and go up in case there was an emergency stop or something. And I'm just doing the lift hill, adding the kind of brackets they have around the catwalks. They have supports, and then in between each support there's like a catwalk bracket or something. I have looked up some reference photos again, as I always do, just to check to see what I'm really doing. Obviously everything can't be exact just because of some of the limitations I have with the game, but trying to find my way around those limitations is really fun, and that's kind of what I enjoy about it. So going into the brake run at the end of the coaster, this is something that I come back to. I think I built the station for the ride, and then I come back to the brake run. I kind of get like the main chunk of the brake run down with the transfer track and everything, but then I just kind of realised that I could add some more details in there, so I will come back to that later on. But for now, it looks okay how it is. I do add a couple little things later on. Yeah, so this episode basically concludes the layout of the coaster, the custom supports, and the brake run. And then in the next episode, which will be out in roughly 2 weeks' time, I shall show you how I built the station and the queue line. I also do another photo booth for this ride. And it really starts to shape up this little area, and I am really happy with it. So thanks for liking and subscribing. Drop me a comment down below if you've enjoyed this video. So I'm going to leave you now to watch the rest of it, just while I finish up this little brake run. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Ciao! Mountain rain.